Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today, 374 Water Incorporated SCWO just filed their latest 8K report, and I am seeing some interesting updates around their financial results. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. The company is sharing its financial results for the most recent quarter, and we are going to break down what it means for investors. Alright, so this filing is an 8K, which is basically a report for big news that the company needs to tell everyone about right away. In this case, it is all about their financial results for the quarter that ended on the 30th of June 2026. They've released a press release that gives us the nitty-gritty details, and that press release is attached to this filing. The company is 374 Water Incorporated, and they are reporting their financial condition and results of operations. This is important because it tells us how the company is actually doing financially, not just what they might say in their regular marketing. For those who might not know, 374 Water Incorporated is publicly traded, and their stock symbol is SCWO. They are in the business of pollution and treatment controls, which is a pretty important area these days with all the focus on environmental issues. The company has a market cap of about $41 million with the stock trading around $2.32. They have a relatively small team, with around 48 employees. Now, let's get to the meat of it. The main point of this filing is item 2.02, which covers results of operations and financial condition. On the 11th of August 2026, 374 Water Inc. put out a press release detailing their financial results for the quarter ending the 30th of June 2026. This is the core information investors are looking for. The press release itself is included as an exhibit, meaning it is part of the official filing. This is where we'll find the specific numbers that paint the picture of the company's performance. While we don't have the full press release content in this HTML, we know it covers their financial results and other business updates. For a company like 374 Water, these updates are crucial. They are working in a sector that is getting a lot of attention, and investors want to see if they are making progress. Under item 9.01, they list the exhibits. The most important one here is exhibit 99.1, which is the press release. There is also exhibit 104, which is the cover page interactive data file, formatted in something called inline XBRL. This is a way to make financial data more machine readable, which is good for analysis, looking at the broader context. 374 Water Inc. has been in the news recently. There was a headline about their Orlando hub having about 88,000 gallons of PFAS waste storage, which highlights the kind of work they are doing. PFAS is a type of persistent chemical pollutant, so dealing with that is a significant environmental challenge. They also had a reverse stock split announced back in December of 2025, a 1-for-10 split. This is often done to boost the stock price and meet exchange listing requirements, but historically, reverse splits can sometimes precede further struggles for smaller companies. For example, Kodak did a 1-for-20 reverse split in 2021, and its stock eventually got delisted. That is a concerning parallel to keep in mind. While we cannot see the specific numbers from the press release here, these filings are where we often find key financial data. We would typically look for things like revenue growth, profitability, or any significant changes in their financial health. For instance, if their revenue had jumped by 20%, that would mean they are securing new contracts or expanding their services significantly. Conversely, a 20% drop could indicate they are losing business or facing stiff competition. Investors are also keen on understanding their cash flow and any debt obligations. Let's think about the company's position. They are in an industry that has a lot of potential due to increasing environmental regulations and awareness. Companies that can effectively manage and treat pollutants like PFAS could see strong demand for their services. However, they are also a smaller company with a market cap of around $41 million. This means they might be more vulnerable to market fluctuations and competition from larger players. The fact that they had a reverse stock split in late 2025 also suggests they might have been facing challenges keeping their stock price up. So, what is the story here? 374 Water Inc. is reporting its latest financial results, giving investors a snapshot of its performance. The key takeaway from this type of filing is always the financial health and operational progress. While the specifics are in the press release, the context of their business and recent history, like the reverse stock split, adds layers to the interpretation. My biggest concern, looking at the general market trends for companies that undergo reverse splits, is the potential for continued financial pressure. While the environmental sector they operate in is promising, execution and financial management are critical. What I'm actually looking for is sustained revenue growth and a clear path to profitability in their subsequent reports. Oh, and the research tools I actually use are linked in the description. They help keep this channel going. That is my take. Stay decoded. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Check out the Discord.